to get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Complete to Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a throw here on 2nd down. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 5th.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Carr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
4 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Jordan Evans on.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
18-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Carr now to throw. They're trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Sean Bunting.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
9 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 46. 47-yard line.
First and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchet.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to look your wins at the half and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Burrow escaping the pressure right. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On first down, Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Now Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Gary Jennings.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 22 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
4 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, I'm sure that he's right.
Reception here by Ruggs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Carr to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the choke.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but then just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Turns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Yards to go.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw his Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 25. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here we go with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that one hurts a a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
16 yards.
And on first down, Mixon. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati.